Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Welcome back to Snowman Sportsnet media coverage. Salute from Indianapolis, Indiana. AB Media joins us in the chat. My name is Droid. I am going to be joined soon by the Victor Locke as we are 100 seconds from puck drop here on Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta. My name is, as you all may know, my name is Droid. I am also known as Shane Creighton, also the owner of the Grilled Sports LLC. And we are close to what is geeking up to be a amazing Stanley Cup Final. As we take a look at both teams, both made it both have made it this far, and you wonder what both teams have to offer. You got Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers looking at another cup, looking to hopefully finally win the cup, as a ring would certify Connor McDavid's legacy as an Oiler, while all the Panthers are trying to do is go back to back. And we are mere seconds away from puck drop. Sam Bennett, 17 games, 10 goals, 6 assists on 16 points this postseason. He's been on fire for the Florida Panthers. And we got more coming your way very shortly as the players line up to get prepared for the national anthem. Connor McDavid, he's only played 7 games, but he has 3 goals, 8 assists, and 11 points in the. He's had 7 games in the Stanley Cup Final so far, which was last year, and you heard the rest of the stats. And this postseason for Leon Draisaitl, he's been a point producer, 16 games, 7 goals, 18 assists, 25 points on the board. Last 6 games, he's had 2 goals and 8 assists. The Panthers have to shut that down if they plan to do anything against this Oilers team as they present the Stanley Cup in Edmonton, reminding the boys what they are fighting for. They are presenting the cup, I believe, just before the national anthems. For those who don't know, the Florida Panthers are one of the best road teams in the NHL playoffs so far. Of course, head coach of the Florida Panthers is Paul Maurice. Head coach of the Edmonton Oilers, Chris Knobloch, former junior coach of Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid. As we go down the starting lineups, you got Alexander Barkov, Evan Rodriguez clutching the last Stanley Cup Final for the Florida Panthers. Was one of the main reasons they won. Sam Reinhart, the golden goal boy. He scored the game-winning goal in Game 7. Seth Jones, newly acquired at the trade deadline. Seth Jones has been a key part to this defense. And Niko Mikkola, in his 3rd season with the Panthers, he has been to the finals all 3 times. And, of course, defending those pipes is Sergei Bobrovsky. You could also call him Brickwalski, as he has been nothing but a brick wall in the eyes of their opponents. And now the starting lineup for your Edmonton Oilers. Chris Knobloch, head coach of the Edmonton Oilers, his 2nd season with the team after becoming an interim head coach last year. Starting off, you got number 90, Corey Perry. Starting off this one in his 20th season, his 6th Stanley Cup Final, Corey Perry. Lining up with him is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, the assistant captain, and in his, I believe, 7th season with the team. Next up, you got Matthias Ekholm, one of their better defensemen. Lining up with them, Connor McDavid, captain of the Edmonton Oilers, his 2nd straight Stanley Cup Final. And he looks to finally hoist the cup for Canada, who has not won a cup since 1993. And joining alongside him, oh, guess who it is? It's Evan Bouchard. He's had a pretty solid season, had a pretty solid postseason so far, and defending the pipes, guess who it is? It's Skins. Stuart Skinner will defend the pipes for the Edmonton Oilers. He has his mask on already, and he's ready to drop this puck, and we are too, as they get ready to do what I believe is the national anthem for the United States and for Canada. So we are going to go to a quick break, and we'll be back for the puck drop after this.
Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my 3rd child, who was 17 at the time.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
And we welcome in Victor Locke. Give me a moment. There.
I can barely hear you, sir.
Actively looking for a specific part so I can have an actual good camera for this.
Okay. All right. Browse page.
Guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way. I'm going to unplug something temporarily and just plug in the camera.
Fair enough.
Bobrovsky, 2.11 in this postseason, .912 save percentage with 3 shutouts so far. Stuart Skinner, he's had a pretty impressive postseason, especially in that last Western Conference Final. In his first 3 starts, he was 0-3 with a 5.36. In his last 7, 6-1 with a 1.41 and a 9.44 with 3 shutouts respectively for Stu Skin. Always had some question marks, but from what we've seen so far this playoffs, I think those question marks are merely diminished. Puck drop is, and we are underway for Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final.
Here we go.
Immediately it's in the Panthers zone. Corey Perry goes for a shot. It's not going to go. Reinhart clears that up, and he's going to feed that to Evan Rodriguez. Behind the net, Reinhart feeds that back to Mikkola. Shots! It goes wide. Evan Rodriguez gets a piece of that. Barkov goes for the puck, doesn't go. Oh, a chance in front, and we're going to get a power play to start this one. I think it's going to be a slash.
Isn't the way you want to start off. Who's benefiting from the power play?
We'll see here in a moment. I believe it's going to be the Oilers going to the box. The Panthers will be on the power play.
All right.
Actually, no. I think it's going to just be a hand pass. I think they're calling a hand pass is what they actually were calling. And we're just going to drop the puck, do it again in the
reset
in the Oilers offensive zone.
Reset.
We got Blake Hammock saying, "Let's go Oilers." Yeah, you wish, buddy.
He wants that revenge.
As Kasperi Kapanen clears that out. Puck is played by a glove and is cleared out all the way down the ice. First to it is Leon Draisaitl. Matthew Tkachuk is the first to play it. Oilers keep it in. And can we get a moderator banning delete their comments? And shot scores! Leon Draisaitl gets the Oilers on the board early.
Wow.
An
that is
early
quick
mistake from the Panthers leads to a goal. And the Oilers will take an early 1-0 lead.
Ooh, man.
Definitely not what you want to see if you're a Panthers fan, aka me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, and how does that happen like that quickly?
I mean, it's just a rebound and then a chance off of that. Forsling doing everything he can to get in the way of the puck, just try and create something, and he just can't create something. You can't create something out of nothing.
True.
It's an age-old saying. And
very true.
It is the case here as the Panthers try to respond. And Stuart Skinner is going to make the save there. You don't want to be giving up those early opportunities, and the Panthers just did that pretty quickly.
Almost immediately.
There's not really much you can say about it. It's just pretty much, you gotta call it how you see it, and how I see it is just a Bad mistake from the Panthers defense, not really reading how the Oilers are playing that as they are in the offensive here. Brad Marchand, E2 Los Serena, and Anton Lundell. That's kept Mike Kulikov. Shot's going to go wide into the corner. Los Serena behind the net to Lundell. It's going to be fed out to the post. Lundell, shots go wide, and another chance in front. Lundell, no chance. Saved by Skinner.
Stay on top of them. At this point, that's all you can do right now.
And in games the Oilers lead, they have a winning record.
Which means
in games where the Oilers score the first goal, they win 95% of the time.
95? Oof.
So the Panthers are going to need all more than just sticks and stones.
They're going to need all the help they can get. All the help they can get in that one.
7-game point streak for Leon Draisaitl. 3 goals, 8 assists. As it's cleared down to Kapanen and cleared behind the boards around. Noshik's going to be first to it. It's the Panthers' 4th line out there. Nico Mikula and Seth Jones as well. That second defensive pair. And now the Oilers are going to try and slow the tempo down a bit. They clear it in. Bobrovsky's going to play that one. Okay, we got it to work. This is going to be a bit better. There we go. This is the Droid. I am joined by Victor Locke in Game 1 at the Stanley Cup Finals. As Sergei Bobrovsky goes for a cover. And we get a stoppage of play. 17-10 remaining. The Oilers are up to an early 1-0 lead here in the first. Never something you want to see, especially as, you know, you just got home. You just got in from the Eastern Conference Final. You just scored 6 goals against the Canes, and you're going from playing the Hurricanes to playing the Oilers.
Yeah. And you need every advantage you can get, because it's no longer any type of anything behind you. It's either win or you go home.
And coincidentally, you know, we talk about depth all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you want your defenseman to score as well. And both teams in the finals have done just that. 11 goals by defensemen for the Oilers, 15 for the Florida Panthers.
Now, I'd ask this
defenseman.
I asked the question to you, Droid. What happens now? Because I don't think the Panthers are ready to get socked in the mouth this hard, this quickly. So what do they need to do to get back in the game? Because this could come down to being just a 1-0 game.
I mean, just don't let what happened in Carolina happen to you again. I mean, what Carolina did was basically just shut down everything that they did, every scoring opportunity that goes down the ice. Kulikov's going to be first to play it, and they're going to call that icing.
Now, can you give the uneducated masses a definition of what icing is, since you are the hockey god?
When the puck crosses 3 solid lines with no touches, from when you're clearing it out of your zone, it goes past 3 lines, then it's called icing, and you redo it all the way in the offensive zone.
Gotcha. We gotta start doing stuff like that. These hockey lessons with you.
And one of the referees tonight is Wes McCauley, and actually they're gonna call this back and just play it at center ice. Referees Francis Karen and Wes McCauley. Trent Knorr, one of the linesmen. I couldn't see the other referee on the call for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Kulak is going to clear that. And they're going to play a little quarterback back here in their own zone. Oilers will advance. Forsling intercepts that, but the Oilers get it back as the Panthers give it away. Like they are Mr. Beast. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. 15:24 remaining in the first period of the Stanley Cup Final, Game 1. Forsling advances. He clears that up and around the boards. Matthias Ekholm's going to be the first to that one. One of the best beers in the playoffs, I think, personally, belong to Matthias Ekholm. As here comes Janmark. Offside, arm is up. He backs off. Kulikov plays this first. And then an attempt to pass from Lo Serenen fails. Dmitry Kulikov's going to be on this one. Is getting pushed around by Nugent Hopkins. Arvidsson. Oiler player taken down, no call. Nate Schmidt. Brad Marchand clears this. And here we go. Evan Bouchard taken away by the Panthers. It's a 2-on-1. Sam Bennett shoots and doesn't really get much on it. He just kind of fans. And it's a save by Skinner, an easy one at that. And that's going to be cleared all the way down the ice for an icing. Not the way you want to start a Stanley Cup Final, especially if you're the Panthers. Less than 2 minutes in, you get Leon Draisaitl on a rebound. Just an unlucky bounce, and you don't want to be down early in a Stanley Cup Final, especially Game 1.
And think about this. The Panthers are trying to remain the champs, and the Oilers are trying to become the champs.
You know what Brian's favorite saying is, to be the champs, you must unseat the champs.
Well, let's see, because right now they're taking Game 1. But remember, this is a conquest, and I think this is going to go all 7. We've been talking about it. I think this goes all 7, and it's going to be a war of attrition. Sometimes the best one's the first one, but you never know.
Well, that one goes all the way down the ice for an icing. And we'll redo it back in the Edmonton zone. Sam Bennett, Carter Verhaeghe, and Matthew Tkachuk in the line. Mikkola and Jones on the defensive side. Ekholm tries to clear it. Matthew Tkachuk keeps it in. Verhaeghe tries to be the first to get to that. But that puck is kept in again by Mikkola. He shoots it at Verhaeghe. Hits Verhaeghe with the puck. That's going to be chipped down, and the Oilers are going to get that change finally as they get a decent clear. Nico Mikkola with the puck now behind the net. Panthers need to get something started. They need a goal to respond here and keep the energy going. They got 6 hits to the Oilers' 4 so far. They're keeping the energy, but we need to see it. McDavid with the puck. The fastest man in the league tries to drag through the Panthers defense, and he's put to a stop really quickly. Sam Reinhart clears that around the boards, intended for Barkov. Rodriguez.
The Panthers need a good set of shots.
It's poked away by Forsling, and Forsling's hit with a high stick. It's taken away by Corey Perry, and I think they're going to call that. I think Corey Perry's going to the Bucks for a high stick. Yes, Corey Perry's going to the box for a high stick. The Panthers are going to the power play. And this power play is presented by SeatGeek.
Use the code Snowman for 20% off on your first purchase.
And the thing is, Corey Perry thought that he had a little breakaway there, but no dice. You high sticked. To the box for 2. And we'll take a break here. This is Snowman Sportsnet coverage of Game 1, Panthers, Oilers. We'll be back after this.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms. Thank you. Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast? No thanks, we're good. They're always in their own world. What'd you get? Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
Good. But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself. Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
And we are back. Panthers about to go on a power play. Score is 1-0 Oilers. 13:07 remaining in the first. We say hello to the Breakaway Podcast, who says, let's go Panthers. Great to see the Breakaway Podcast coming in here. I believe we had a little chat with them on Snowman in the morning not too long ago.
Yes, indeed.
The storied Stars fan. Kachuk brings this into the zone. Aaron Ekblad with the puck. Drops that back for Kachuk. He goes to take a shot. It's saved by Stuart Skinner. Seth Jones drops that for Reinhart. Reinhart back to Jones. Ekblad tries to get a little feed between his legs to Kachuk. Doesn't go. It's cleared down. Kill some. That's some more killing for the Edmonton Oilers. Alexander Barkov out there with Matthew Kachuk, Sam Reinhart, Seth Jones, and Aaron Ekblad for this power play unit. McDavid out there for the penalty kill. And one big thing the Panthers need is to take McDavid off the ice, force him to take a penalty. And he's going to come off the ice now. As we get Marchand, Bennett, Rodriguez, Verhaeghe, Schmidt. And Sam Bennett, he's going to deke in. Sam Bennett feeds it across, doesn't go. Nate Schmidt feeds that back. Shot in front. It's going to be blocked and cleared all the way down. A couple more seconds tick off the clock for the Oilers. Bennett past the Marchand. Doesn't go. And a terrible play. 2-on-1 for the Oilers. It's broken up. But a shot goes wide for the Oilers. Shorthanded opportunity. The Panthers are just not looking like the same team. And I think that's going to do it for the SeatGeek power play as the Oilers get the kill done.
And that's got to be a demoralizing defeat right now for the Panthers because you had a chance. You're up a man, and you couldn't get that get the puck in the net.
And the thing is, normally on the power play, the Panthers are worse at home than on the road. They have one of the best road power plays in the playoffs. I mean, just overall one of the best road teams. Jesper Boquist takes a shot. It's left in front of the net, and it's kicked out by Losterinen, but kept in by Lundell. Boquist, I think Boquist now joins Lundell and Losterinen. That's an old pair. Seth Jones. He clears it around the boards. Gadjevich first to it. Jonah Gadjevich, one of the best periods in the playoffs. Was the score 1-0 with 10:20 remaining. It belongs to the Oilers right now. A shot in front, Stuart Skinner with an easy save. As the Oilers gain possession behind their own net, that goes all the way down. And that's going to be icing against the Oilers. We'll run it back in the offensive zone for the Panthers. And a great play by Nate Schmidt on the defensive side. McDavid had a shot. It rang off the post. It was almost 2-0 Oilers.
Yeah, it was.
Barkov wins the faceoff. Reinhart with the immediate shot. Stuart Skinner with the save. And for those who are wondering what I'm munching on, Sour candy.
Sour candy.
I'm munching on Joyride, that YouTuber Ryan Trahan's sour candy.
Mm-hmm.
And the Oilers fumble the puck. 11 hits to 7. The Panthers need something here. Bobrovsky gives it. He feeds that up, and here we go. Carter Verhaeghe's going to be all over this. Oh, my God. Look at the effort from Verhaeghe. Kachuk gets it to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe fans on the shot. Mikkola gets the poke on that. Kachuk keeps it in. He feeds it to Verhaeghe. Shot. Scores! Carter Verhaeghe ties the game for the Panthers.
For some reason, it's always Connor Verhaeghe. It's always him. He just finds the back of the net. I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
He fans on the shot, throwing the defense for a loop. Sam Bennett's sitting in front of the net. He gets knocked down, and it just goes in.
Yeah.
And Jake Wallman knocks Bennett down. Actually, no, I think he gets slashed. Verhaeghe takes a shot, and it's almost a knuckleballer. And I think it goes off the skate of Bennett.
It comes off the skate of Bennett and just pops right in.
Credit for the goal here. Yes, it goes off the tip of the skate for Bennett. So it's going to go to Sam Bennett.
Wow.
They're challenging this for goal.
That's a pool trick shot right there.
But Edmonton is challenging for goaltender interference. But the thing is this is not a purposeful. But the thing is, you got.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Is this a purposeful play?
No, Bennett falls because Bennett runs into
Kulak.
Yes, Bennett runs into Kulak, and that ends up just knocking into Skinner, and that's enough for the puck to get past him.
It wasn't Wallman. It's Kulak that trips up Bennett, running into his own goaltender. Kulak there's nobody to blame but Kulak. You can't really blame Bennett for that, and.
I think this is going to stand. Have you noticed that there's a lot of challenges in a lot of different sports? It seems like for some reason they're trying to be more like most players trying to be the NFL.
And the call on the ice is confirmed. We have a goal. Panthers tie the game. An unsuccessful challenge from Edmonton, and guess what that means? We are going back to a SeatGeek power play.
Wait, really? I'm sorry. I've been out of the loop for a bit.
If a challenge is unsuccessful, it is a delay of game penalty against the challenging team. So we are going back to a SeatGeek power play. Use code Snowman for 10% off your first order at SeatGeek.
But the question is, can the Panthers capitalize on this one? They weren't able to capitalize on the first one. Can they capitalize on this one?
I think the Panthers video team was, one of the best video teams in the NHL is the Florida Panthers. They have here's a fun fact. They have a successful challenge rate of 98.2% since hiring their new video staff.
Wow.
Aaron Ekblad keeps this in, but his stick is getting held. A great stick lift from the Oilers and McDavid. Actually, no, it's not McDavid. That, I think, is... Oh, I can barely read it. I think that's Janmark. Reinhardt had possession, but here comes McDavid. He cuts through the defense of the Panthers. And he's just going to clear that back hill as much time as possible. 50 seconds remaining. The Panthers are playing this power play like they're on the penalty kill. And yes, the goal will go to Sam Bennett, assisted by Carter Verhaeghe, secondary assist Matthew Tkachuk.
I don't know if that's good or bad, because I would like Verhaeghe to get his due, but
a
goal is a goal.
He shot the initial shot. It goes. It's like a knuckleballer. It's like a what are those called? It's like a changeup. It goes a different direction at a random time. Mm-hmm. But in this case, it's not because it's a good pitch. It's a shot. Scores! The Brad Marchand on the power play on the one-timer. The Panthers will take the lead.
And this is a nice pass, too. Nice pass into the one spot where the goalie couldn't get there in time.
What a pass from Nate Schmidt. One of the best defenders for the Panthers. He's playing like a first-line defender over there. I mean, to find Marchand, you have to realize he's having to look at his options. He sees that the Oilers defender is chasing Sam Bennett. So he decides, he finds Marchand open, feeds it across, and bang! Panthers score back-to-back to take the lead here in game one. And the Oilers are tilted.
So here's the thing.
Stars fan approved from the Breakaway Podcast.
I agree. I'll put it this way. You know how you keep talking about whenever someone scores first, they punch the opponent in the mouth? Well, the Edmonton Oilers did punch the Panthers in the mouth, but the Panthers just gave them a 2-piece and a biscuit, and there's no beverages in sight.
Gave him the Ali shuffles, 2-step, bang, bang. And Oilers are down, and you can hear the bell in the back signaling the end of the round because you just got saved by the commercial. We will go to a short break. This is Snowman Sportsnet covering the Stanley Cup Final Game 1, Panthers and Oilers. We'll be back after this.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
And we are back. The Oilers are now on a SeatGeek power play.
They need to get done the power play, and they got it done. And
I think that power play just got immediately diminished, and immediately the power play ends for the Edmonton Oilers. It's tripping on Corey Perry. We will go to the BetUS 4-on-4.
Uh-oh. There's a chance that maybe Edmonton might be able to take it back.
BetUS, where the game begins. And I'll be honest, Sam Reinhart 100% sold that. But to be fair, it's what you got to do in these situations, in these games. And I think we're getting another Panthers penalty.
Uh-oh.
Yes, we are. It's going to go to a 4-on-3.
Oh, that's not good.
Back-to-back penalties.
Yikes.
Ekblad's going to get interference at 6:56. The Oilers will go to a 4-on-3, which is a lot harder to defend. And the thing is, I think Draisaitl sets a screen here, and then Ekblad just bear hugs and throws him down. So,
right.
By the way, fun fact: Happy Gilmore 2 Happy Gilmore's returning.
I heard Happy Gilmore too.
June 15th is what I heard. The airing time of that, not sponsored by the way, but we love some Happy Gilmore here on Snowman Multimedia.
Who doesn't love Happy Gilmore?
People who hate golf and hockey.
Oh
no, people who just unnecessarily hate Adam Sandler.
Again, some people are weird. Because I love Adam Sandler.
What a pass. And again, I got to say, what a pass from Brad Marchand to Brad Marchand to get that power play goal. Bouchard feeds it across, and a shot is going to be saved by Bobrovsky. Draisaitl here. He feeds that. McDavid feeds it back to Bouchard. Bouchard looking. Tries to fire that. Nugent Hopkins was the man to be on the tip. McDavid circles, looking. Bouchard, shot saved by Bobrovsky. Bouchard, it tipped away, and that's going in the netting. Heads up, puck's coming your way.
Uh-oh.
I'm finna go see it in the theaters, dude. You want to go? I don't know. The new F1 movies caught my attention more than the new Happy Gilmore. I want to go see the F1 movie. That's what I want to see. Is the new F1 movie. Because that actually looks amazingly produced. McDavid's going to circle around 48 seconds remaining on the Edmonton power play. The shot goes wide. And the thing is, you got to get shots on net when it comes to the power play. You have to. This is no longer, maybe you get shots. And Draisaitl is going to take another shot. Goes wide.
Mm-hmm.
Wide right, just like the entire Bills franchise. Connor McDavid feeds that back to Bouchard. Draisaitl switches positions with McDavid. McDavid feeds that to Draisaitl. Back down to McDavid. 10 seconds left. McDavid to Bouchard. 89. Feeds it across. Oh, what a save by Bobrovsky. Leon Draisaitl. 1 second. And we're back to 4-on-4 for 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Save. 18 more seconds of Edmonton power play. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. What a kill from the Panthers. And both teams will be back full strength. Antoine Lundell with the puck in his own zone. He feeds that down. Kulikov's going to be the first to it. It's the 777D pair. 777 like you just hit the slot machine. Kulikov and Mikkola as Mikkola's 77 takes a shot saved by Skinner. Actually, I think it's on July 25th. My bad on the date of Happy Gilmore. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. This is like the 5th bot I've had to ban. I swear. It's like the 3rd bot I've had to ban so far.
Bots be everywhere.
Some SPF 10,000 would have prevented that Buffalo Bills burn.
Yes, indeed.
And the Panthers have so much energy right now. The money line belongs to the Panthers, -175. If you bet it pregame, though, another shot on net, saved by Bobrovsky. We get some aftermark pushing and shoving. But if you bet before the game, the +105 belongs to the Panthers. So if you bet $100 using BetUS and code Snowman, and you use code Snowman, you could have got about $205 plus tonight if you bet on the Panthers using code Snowman on BetUS.com. We're going to go to a short break. This is Stanley Cup Final Game 1, Panthers Oilers on Snowman Sportsnet.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms. Thank you. Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting twin sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast? No thanks, we're good. They're always in their own world. what you get there. Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN.
Sorry to interrupt the no credentials required, which, by the way, shout out no credentials required. That's Ryan McCarthy on that one. And Victor Locke has been on no credentials required before. He's talked about it multiple times on Snowman in the morning. Now,
right before the Super Bowl, too.
Right before the Super Bowl. Probably got some Cowboys burns still on him from this morning.
I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm always going to have Cowboy burns.
But anyways, we are back. 3:19 remaining in the first period of this Game 1 Stanley Cup Final. Tomorrow, we will have coverage of Oklahoma City, Indiana, Game 1. That's a great save by Bobrovsky there. We will have Game 1 of the Indiana
Finals.
Pacers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam versus Chet Holmgren and Shai Gilgeous MVP Alexander. And I know people call SGA a free throw merchant. That's just playing the game, okay? That's playing the fouls. If they're going to if they're going to make contact with them, okay. But there has been some questionable fouls where they breathe on him and they call the foul.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is at this point because there's nothing you can do about it. There really isn't anything you can do about it.
Welcome on in, Jonathan. Unfortunately, Snowman is not here today. He has been fighting he's having some mental stuff. Which, by the way, happy Men's Mental Health Month, and for our and for our friends around the world, happy Pride Month. Men's mental health is very important to me, and I'm sure it's important to Victor, especially Brian as well. And then also, what's his fundraiser he's doing right now, Brian?
The Pampered Chef.
That's the fundraiser
he's doing. He's also doing this. He's also doing the Snowman Stadium tour. And if you just want to help him out and help his family out, you can also drop a cash app at the tag $ Tallman Dr. K50. This right now, I like to call it the Snowman Grilled Sports Machine.
Where is it? There it is. Help the Snowman and his family via Cash App, cash.app/money tag Tallman Dr. K50.
And I'm gonna call this just for the Stanley Cup, the Snowman Multimedia Grilled Sports Machine.
Oh my God, I had Bad Mental Health Month in May. No way, always been there for the PAS network. I mean, Brian is always understandable, and we got a topic coming tomorrow involving mental health and eating disorders, because I did a little bit of research on some eating disorders. And puck play with a high stick. We're gonna have a whistle here. 2:21 remaining. Panthers are up 2-1, but we did a little bit of research, and we have concluded that we think Zion Williamson has an eating disorder.
Maybe.
And that's why he's been gaining so much weight. Or he might just have a really low metabolism, but we believe it's mental stuff. Because since Duke, Since he was at Duke, he's had such high expectations.
Yes, and now with the cases that's on him right now, that's levied against him now, it makes it even worse.
A shot towards the net. Oh, geez. Wallman took a puck, and he is holding down in the area where it hurts the most. And he skates off the bench fine. Carter Verhaeghe tries to get a play here. Looks like Kulak lost his stick. But yeah, I believe Zion Williamson has an eating disorder, and, I'm not going to discredit Zion because he's still an amazing athlete, an amazing player. The fact that he's still that big and able to get up and dunk, you got to give him credit.
That's the thing about him is that
he's just playing in a system that can't do anything for him.
And that's what I told Brian is that he's playing in a system that doesn't have anything. It's Zion and nothing else.
Panthers clear that down. It's played by Skinner, no icing. With about 1:15 remaining in this first period. Here's something for you. The quality over quantity statement?
Yes.
5 shots on goal for the Panthers and 15 shots on goals for the Oilers as we get to the last minute of the first period. 5 goals and 5 shots on goal, and they have 2 goals here as that's cleared all the way down, and that's going to be an icing on the Panthers. And 15 shots on goal for the Oilers, 1 goal for the Oilers. 1 goal on 15 shots, 2 goals on 5 shots for the Panthers. This is exactly just like Game 1 against the Canes. They didn't lead in shots on goal. They led in goals.
Right. The accuracy was just there.
And, it's not like they're not attempting shots. I'm sure the statistics will show they are attempting shots. But it's just they're not landing on net.
But the Oilers are throwing their bodies in the way. You can't get any open room.
And
they congested that middle so much.
25 seconds remaining in the first period. Oilers are down by 1 at home, and they enter offside with 19.8. McDavid is about to do something there. Guys, yes, this is a good awareness for mental health. I lost my mom on Mother's Day 7 years ago, her birthday. Every May is hard. Thoughts go out to Snowy. Absolutely. We give our thoughts to Brian. He told me that a couple people showed up and his day got worse.
Well, I know he had some technical difficulties to start off with the show.
That might be.
I didn't know how bad it got, though. I don't know how bad it got.
You might have been told that the outage was going to last because, they had those big storms go through Indiana and Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
And with about 7 seconds
We've had rain the entire day.
Panthers got their 6th shot, and that's going to do it for the first on a big shot on Stuart Skinner from Evan Rodriguez. But that's going to do it for the first. Panthers lead 1 goal up. 2-1 is the score here.
2-1.
And we are going to go to a break. This is Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. Panthers and Oilers on Snowman Sportsnet. My name is Shane Creighton. I'm joined by Victor Locke. We'll be back after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner.
No? Excellent. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit SnowmanMultimediaSports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to SnowmanMultimediaSports.com/Fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Back here on the Snowman Multimedia Grilled Sports Machine, Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals 2025. The Florida Panthers leading the Edmonton Oilers 2-1. Droid, what is your synopsis? What is your thought process on that first period, particularly after Edmonton scored the first goal?
I mean, one of the big things is like, when you let out the first goal, you can't just be like, oh, no, there's the game. Okay, bye-bye. Well, let's go home. Let's go home already. You can't be doing that. So what the Panthers did, they played that hockey they've been playing all year long, and that's that playoff hockey. If you go down a goal, you don't just give up. You keep going. That's exactly what the Panthers did, immediately responding less than a minute apart. The two goals were about two minutes apart.
About 2.5 minutes.
About a minute and a half. We'll say a minute and a half. They're about a minute and a half apart. The first goal, people are going to call controversial, but be fair, Kulak did trip Sam Bennett, and you can't really defend that.
Yep.
But
Kulak bumped into Sam Bennett. Bennett, falls to a knee, and Verhaeghe just shot it right off of his foot. Probably intentionally.
And the thing is, my dad thought Verhaeghe scored the goal, and I did call it.
We did. We thought it was.
But then we saw the replay. And we're like, oh, Sam Bennett. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a goal by Sam Bennett, assisted by Verhaeghe, and then Matthew Tkachuk. But I want to point at the second goal here to
off the
Brad
power play.
Marchand. To Brad Marchand. So for those who don't know, if an unsuccessful challenge happens in the NHL, they go to a power play. Yes, the opposing team that is. So when let's say the Oilers challenge and they're unsuccessful, the Panthers go into power play. The Panthers challenge and they're unsuccessful, then the Oilers will go into power play.
Well, it's not a lot of time there. I don't think there's any timeouts. Is there?
There's one timeout. That's all you get.
Okay. So it's not like they can just charge a timeout like you could in football or even in basketball. You basically are gambling with a full player.
Yeah, you're taking that shot. You have to be really confident to call that.
Yeah.
And all that. But again, we want to take a look at the game leading goal right here on the power play, courtesy of TNT Sports. When you look here, if you look in the middle, you got to see who this Oilers defender is going to bite to. That's how Nate Schmidt's going to play this here. He's going to see, does he bite to Bennett or does he bite to Marchand? If he bites to Marchand, he goes to Bennett. If he bites to Bennett, he goes to Marchand. Guess what happens? Bites to Bennett, bites Marchand, and that's the game-leading goal. But I'll even show you here as, we share the screen here. We're going to go into a little theater mode here.
Here's Rodriguez.
Right here. As you can see, you can see my cursor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, again.
So, right here, this Oilers defender, he can only go one of two ways. He can either go here, or he's got to expect his back defender to peel off and go over here. Because this is a 5-on-4. There's still a guy on that left side. But you have to play one of these two people. And he thinks he's going to pass to Bennett. He doesn't think, Marchand's going to drop down further towards the net. So he bites hard. And right here, that's that lane opening right there. And the Oilers defender over here, he sees it, and he's rushing over. You can see he sees the passing lane. He's rushing over. But by then, the puck's already on Marchand.
Plus ice, score!
Courtesy TNT and their crew over there.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's that play. You have to play. You have to make a decision. And it's just unfortunate that was the wrong decision for the Oilers there. I'm giving up 2 back-to-back goals like that. It's demoralizing for some teams. But it's the first period.
It's the first period. They have plenty of time left.
If this is the third period, then yes, that would be very demoralizing. You're getting near the end of the game. But this is the first period. Still plenty of time left. We still got more time before the puck drops again. This is game 1. Panthers lead 2-1. And Rogers Place in Edmonton. This is Victor Locke and Shane Creighton. We'll be back with you after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner. No.
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
After one, the Panthers lead 2-1 off of a Brad Marchand power play goal assisted by Nate Schmidt. Sorry, I thought I had a hair in my mouth. Yeah. And we do got some news from the MLB. It seems that the game that was supposed to take place today between the Royals and the Cardinals will actually be a doubleheader tomorrow.
Sounds like a rain out.
Yes, due to a rain out.
Oh, by the way, Droid, did you see the new cover?
Oh, for Madden. Yes,
Yeah.
Saquon's. We talked about that.
Saquon's reverse hurdle over the Jacksonville Jaguar player.
And the thing is, they got the original Jaguar player to do it as well.
Yep.
Right now, the next goal, the odds belong in the Oilers' favor, -145 and +110. Those are the odds presented by BetUS. You place a $100 bet, you can win $210. Just make sure to use code Snowman before your first bet with BetUS.
Yes. BetUS, where the game begins. And this game has already begun on a house of fire. Edmonton scored first, and then Florida scored the next two. And that's where we're at now. What do the Oilers need to do to get back in it?
They need a goal. I mean, obviously, but I think taking out the thing is you got a lot of problems because you can't take out. It's not like the Stars. We could take out we can just remove a couple of people from the game and you're fine. This lineup up and down has scored a goal. 17 goals. 17 different Panthers have scored a goal this playoff. 17. Do you realize how crazy that is? There are 20 men that dress up as skaters every game. And 17 of them have scored a goal.
Man.
17. You know how crazy that is? 17 goals.
Right.
Between each player.
How many times have I told you not to cuss on my broadcast? What's wrong with you?
Whoa.
I told you short bleep bleep not to cuss on my bleep and bleeping broadcast.
We have a snowman.
I'd have socked your bleeping teeth in.
Okay.
Dude. I mean, well, I did tell you
or
show
Droid,
up when you I did tell you show up when
Droid,
you can.
to borrow your voice. I'm going to put you in the boards.
I'm going to put you in the boards, bud.
I'll put this out here right now. Due to some issues with my feet, my heel is giving me a bit of problems. I won't be in the office on Friday. I'm taking the day off, so I will be aboard for Friday's show should you do one.
I am learning this. I'm learning this ish as I go. And Victor, going to need you because it's going to be a long one on Friday.
Fair enough.
Because from what I heard, we got Dietz on Thursday.
Yep, we got Dietz tomorrow, Wes Pruitt tomorrow, and then Allie on Friday.
All right.
And I might have somebody else up my sleeve.
All right, let's go to the Fanatics feedback zone. In the chat, we got Blake, we got AB Media, who joined us at the beginning of the stream. You got the Breakaway Podcast. Always great to see them here.
And Snowman, where is AB Media from?
He's from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yeah, and he even said, salute from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Jonathan Alardi's with us. Blake Hammock, the Hammer, is with us.
Mm-hmm.
You mean the great fat Tino?
The original Burger King.
No, that would, considering an incident you and I had, Victor, that would be my crazy ass. Let me tell y'all what happened. Let me tell y'all what happened.
So we're in intermission, so
let me tell y'all what happened.
Let me tell y'all what happened. We're about to get to the second period.
Let me tell y'all what happened. Me, Victor, and like two other folks, we were doing a state playoff game at Brother Rice High School in Chicago. Yep. I woke up. The guy said, "When are we getting out of here?" I picked them both up, and we're on our way. And we thought, hey, let's get some lunch before we go on the air, because it was a scheduled 7:00 Central Time kickoff, and I had a strict rule back then of a 4-hour spread between when we eat and when we hit the air. Went to Burger King. Wound up spending like $40.
Damn.
But it wasn't that. It was how I ordered everything. Craig told me his order. Victor told me his. My other buddy told me his. And I read them off perfectly. But when it got to me, I looked at the window and said, I would also like to have. And then I looked down and went, what the hell do I want? And
literally, he's like, what the hell do I want?
Died laughing.
Listen,
I had the young lady at the window in tears, laughing.
Listen, me and Blake have our fair share of drive-through stories because our manager Anna was stupid enough to put us both in drive-through one day until 5:00. So I was 11 to 5, he was 12 to 5, and we've had some stupid people come through the drive-through. Obviously, get started for the second period. The Panthers lead 2-1 off of a Brad Marchand power play goal. They scored back-to-back in about a minute and 30 of each other.
And Rogers Place is all orange.
Oh, more blue.
I'm going to do my best to have Kenny Albert on the show. I'm going to do my best to have the great Kenny Albert on my show.
I'd rather have Eddie Olczyk. I love Kenny Albert, but I'd rather have Eddie Olczyk.
I'm getting Kenny
Albert. Because
Albert.
Eddie's a player.
I know. Trust me. I know the angle. And plus, Eddie Olczyk, Victor, and I share a common denominator. Know what that is?
No.
Tell you in a minute. Droid, the call's yours.
Lord have mercy. Shots are 15-7 in favor of the Oilers, but the score is in favor of the Panthers 2-1. 7-0 when the Panthers lead after one period of hockey. Let's see if the TNT crews the TNT graphics crew is just trying to jinx them and have the Oilers win game one. But Paul Maurice does a great job at holding leads. That's a very important aspect of hockey. It's holding the lead when it comes to the Panthers. And I'm going to have to go through another ban. This is great. This is my 6th ban tonight.
What the hell?
Because it's
those, this.
Yeah, it's those bots
fool.
that come in and spam. So I've been
these
banning
bots
them all
coming
night.
in my stuff?
Because it
What's
says
up with
Panthers Oilers up there.
Oh, yeah, that would explain that. That would
Cleared
also.
all the way down. No icing as it was deflected. Sam Bennett's going to do the backward pass. It's not going to go through. Trent Frederick's going to play this one. Good hit from Sam Bennett. Adam Henrique clears this around the boards. Oilers are first to it. Carter Verhaeghe gets to it, though. And the Panthers have a breakout. Fence to Sam Bennett. Sam Bennett all alone. Shot. Scores! Sam Bennett. 3-1 Panthers.
His second one today.
One.
Slick mix starring Jack Eichel is what we have here. Remember that call? This is starring Sam Bennett. Slick Mitt starring Jack Geidel featuring Sam Bennett.
And that was a beautiful move.
Nate Schmidt
and a rifle of a shot.
Yes, indeed.
It was a rifle shot.
Nate Schmidt with a second assist of the night.
Panthers are out early, and that was one of the things we talked about on the show this morning. We're looking at the replay, and I mean, he went top shelf over Skinner.
Yes, he did.
And he went top shelf off a beautiful pass. The pass was right on the blade where he can rifle that shot top shelf.
And that's Bennett's 12th one this postseason.
Yep, 12 goals this postseason. Franchise playoff record for a single postseason in Panthers history. He has the most goals. Gadjevich is going down the tunnel. That's not a good sign for the Panthers. Nico Sturm might be in game 2 if that's the case. Shot from the Oilers goes wide, 96 miles per hour on that shot. I know my mic is topping out. I know my mic is topping out, but I don't care. This is the playoffs, baby.
I need to get you a real headset, Mike. That's what I need to do. I need to lay my hands on a real headset mic for you.
Well, we'll see. I might get one of those ones from like the UK, the ones they hold up to here.
Nah, skip that.
Do what I do.
I want to get you a professional headset mic.
Well, do what I do. I just use my gaming headset.
Evan Rodriguez, he slips up in the offensive zone, and the Oilers are in transition.
I'm using my gaming headset right now.
Victor Arvidsson gets one back for the Oilers. It's a 3-2 game.
I may leave you to the call of this, Droid, because your feed is ahead of mine. Here we go. Racing in. Yeah, Droid, you got it. You got it from here because I am so far behind.
Buddy.
Well, I've been giving the front because mine is ahead of both you guys right now. So
shut up. No, just like the draft, right?
Right.
I think what happened here is that it goes under the arm of Bobrovsky. He thinks he has it, but it just slipped.
And it just crawled through. I'm looking at it now. It just crawled through him.
But we are breaking down that second goal for the Panthers on the power play, and the thing is the Oilers defender has a choice. He can either go to Bennett and risk the pass, or he can go to Marchand and risk Bennett firing it. So he chose Bennett. He chose wrong, and that ended up being 2-1 Panthers. Still a 1-goal lead for the Panthers here as they lead the transition. Los Arena with the puck. Seth Jones coming in now. Seth Jones with a nifty move. It goes down. Touch with a high stick by the Panthers. It's going to be touched by the Oilers. They will not blow the whistle on that one, as it's cleared around the boards for Bobrovsky to play it. Very risky when the goaltender comes out to play it. And I think that's Kulak behind the net. No, it's Draisaitl. That's my bad. I'm confusing my 20s. I'm confused in my 20s.
I have a bone to pick with you, Droid.
Lord.
I asked you to send me something and you didn't do it.
Oh, the spotter?
Yeah.
I couldn't find it.
Okay.
AKA, I didn't bother to find it because I was not about to go through 300 spreadsheets on Excel.
Fair enough.
Sam Bennett's going to get the clear on this one. Panthers can reset, get a little change going. And the thing is, speedy changes has been a plague for the Panthers as they've had some slow changes recently that have costed them too many men on the ice penalties.
16 shots for Edmonton, 9 for the Panthers.
And we got to fall down. Verhaeghe, he's all alone in front of the net. Stick is lifted by the Oilers. He took too much time.
Good play.
And the Oilers will get a chance on this. Kulikov in his own zone. He looks to play some quarterback here. Nate Schmidt, 2 assists tonight on goals. And the thing is, it's not secondary assists. No, he has 2 primary assists.
Right.
On goals.
Right. He doesn't have the hockey assist. He's got the main assist.
He doesn't have just the secondary, which still the secondary could start it. I mean, there's some plays like Mackie Samoskevich earlier this playoffs where he made a nasty boards play and still didn't get an assist.
True.
This is cleared down. It's attempted to play by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. It doesn't go. That's cleared all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing on the Panthers. They'll play it in the Panthers zone. 14-15 as we look at a Kane hit earlier. And and then he could be Verhaeghe. I think he just took too much time. He
did.
Stuart Skinner had poked.
Mm-hmm.
It was a wide open 5-hole. He could have just slotted that in. Finally got his goal, but just didn't happen. 10 shots are 16-10 in favor of the Oilers still. But the Oilers are still down in this game because the Panthers are shooting quality shots over quantity shots. And the over-under now is set at 8.5. At the beginning of the game, it was set at 6 goals, and we're already at 5 goals between both teams.
Could have told you that was going to go up.
And the thing is, the Panthers were plus 105 odds. According to BetUS, before the game, the Panthers were to win. Odds were plus 105. That means you place a $100 bet, you can win $205. And the Oilers were favorites with the minus odds. But now the Panthers are the favorites with the minus odds. And if you bet on the Oilers now, you can win over $200. That's from BetUS, where the game begins. The puck goes all the way down. It was played by Seth Jones, so no icing. And the pass goes across that was intended for Matthias Ekholm. Or no, that was Matthias Janmark. 2 Matthiases on the Oilers, by the way.
2 Matthiases.
The Panthers got the Sams. The Oilers got the Matthias.
Right.
Matthias, this is
the Mattii.
The Mattii.
And the Oilers in transition. Fed across. And this is, by the way, this is Brad Marchand's 4th Stanley Cup Final appearance. One of them he lost to the Chicago Blackhawks.
2013.
Because of Tuukka Rask. Because of Tuukka Rask's allergy to the third period.
No, Tuukka Rask's allergy to 17 seconds within the third period.
Somewhere the dog is growling.
He's definitely allergic to the third period. This puck goes all the way down, and that's definite icing on the Panthers. 12-14 remaining in the second period of game 1. The Panthers lead this game 3-2. And if you want to support Brian, hashtag is tallman.k50. All
appreciate you guys.
Are appreciated, and help the Snow Strong family for the return from recovery. Snowman's Recovery GoFundMe.
Also, Snowman, why don't you tell us about that Pampered Chef thing you've been putting out there?
Amen. It's June and it's time to grill, and Old Snowman wants to help support everyone going through pancreatic cancer, which is what I went through. So you go to facebook.com, search Snowman's Pampered Chef Party. We got some great products. We got some great recipes. And my beautiful wife put it together. And there's one product that will be featured on a daily basis that not only will she try, but Old Snowman will try also. Snowman's Pampered Chef Party on Facebook, facebook.com. Search Snowman's Pampered Chef Party.
You need to get one of those things that go on the bottom of the screen for that soon.
I'll make that in the morning. Because there's an address that she gave me. I'll be
the Reinhart with a shot goes wide. Great chance from Sam Reinhart and that Barkov line.
Okay,
and he's stripped of the puck. Evan Rodriguez, great chance there. We got a linesman knocked down.
Uh-oh.
And
Jay Moore with the super chat. Thank you, Jay Moore.
Long time no see.
And I don't know if it was you or Shane, Snowman, but one of you guys made a new graphic apparently. For the Joel Embiid, James Harden, LeBron James fan club.
No comment.
I caught that this morning.
This is for Jay Moore. That's the new graphic you spoke of. You mean this one?
No, that's a new one.
Oh, no. I can't do the other one. We're on a hockey call.
Yeah, you can't do that one. But I saw it. Where
did
you
see
come
it
with that one? Yes, Joel,
I did that this morning.
You?
I did that one this morning, right before we went on the air.
So
don't ask me
so
how. Don't
Gadjo
ask me why. I
Gadjevich
did
down
that
the
on the air.
tunnel. He went hard into the boards on his last shift. So that's why Gadjevich went down the tunnel.
Gotcha.
Okay.
We hope he is okay.
Yeah, let's hope he has a good recovery.
Droid, how long have you been announcing hockey?
Less than a year.
Okay. Did you cover different teams or just one team?
So when I I used to be a part of a thing called a Banana League. A Banana League is basically an EA Sports hockey league where basically it's an online league, and that's where I got into calling hockey.
Okay.
And was those online leagues. And shout out Flan Fan, one of the guys who helped me get into broadcasting, and all that. And then I guess I'm the president of that club.
Oh gosh. These two fools when I let
Shot
them on.
saved by Skinner. It's off the basket. A shot goes wide of Skinner.
And apparently, I think the next It Is You is going to end up being Cat, is it not?
Yep.
After you burned him
what?
yesterday.
No, it's
Look,
not.
I haven't burned him enough.
We need
Victor, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
I learned stuff along the way, and one of the stations I've been listening to is WFAN,
the
radio home of the New York Knicks.
Yep.
I've learned quite a few things.
All right.
Face off to the right of Skinner.
Take a Droid.
Verhage. He goes down. Lundell. That's cleared around. Jay Moore with a 2 now. Gustav Forrest.
Oh, man.
And a shot blocked by Brad Marchand. Aaron Ekblad's going to go for the clear there.
Sorry about that. I was late.
Watch Joy start announcing golf.
Jake Wallman to get the play on this, and it's taken away into Los Arena. Anton Lundell shot. No, that wasn't Lundell. That was Barkov. Nate Schmidt with a shot. 85. Shot saved by Skinner. What a save.
What a save. What a save. Wow.
Barkov. Kulikov. It's taken away by the Oilers. They're going to get it clear. They could get a change. A great chance, and it's cleared down. Reinhardt's going to hopefully be first, but no, it's going to be Victor Arvidsson, the former King and the former Nashville Predator, longtime Nashville Predator Victor Arvidsson. Before eventually going to the Kings, losing to the Oilers for 2 straight years. I think that puck was out of
all
play.
kinds of shots tonight. I love it.
Yes, he is.
I believe that puck was in the air for a good chance. That's why everyone was lost.
Yeah.
Matthias Ekholm, he clears that in. Seth Jones plays it.
If it's not a secret, how long does it take you to put your spot boards together, Droid?
It takes. I get up early in the morning if I do my spot.
I thought it was a day-long project.
I try and do it the day before.
Yeah.
But I wait until I basically make one for every player listed on their roster. And then I configure it to the lines later on once, line combinations are released.
Jeez.
That's what I was looking for, the line
Shot
combination.
goes wide, Aaron Ekblad. I mean, you could just pay attention to the Oilers Twitter pages and the Panthers Twitter pages. They usually tweet it. A good source to go through would be either Rob Durag of the Panthers or Jameson Olive of the Panthers at Jameson Coop on Twitter. He usually has practice at Jameson Coop, like COOP. Jameson, like the alcohol, and then Coop, COOP.
Okay.
And he usually has the practice combinations for the Panthers. Great pass into the zone here. Matthias Janmark passes that. It's in front. Wallman shot saved by Bobrovsky. What is a spot board, if you don't mind me asking? A spot board is basically a list of names and numbers.
And the information.
And storylines. Saved by Bobrovsky. Another save by Bobrovsky. He makes it look easy, and that's because they were kind of easy shots. Basically, it tells you who's wearing what jersey and some storylines to help you get through the game, as that's going to be called an icing with 6 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the second period. Shots are now even, 16-16.
And it's still a 1-goal game as the Panthers lead 3-2.
Oh my God, Los Serena was just a few feet higher from a
That was
4-2
in.
game. What a save from Stu Skin.
Tremendous save.
Flowers.
Tremendous save.
I
don't think Snowman told you, Droid. One time we were talking about various games in the NFL, and one was San Fran versus the Bears. I actually called a massacre against the Bears. I put both teams on Madden and actually called the game.
He did.
So
He
what I
woke me up. He woke me up, and I was laughing my head off.
Funny. What I used to do to practice my broadcasting was I would load up NHL 22 with custom teams. Custom teams had their own rosters and everything, and I would call those games and basically practice with that. A shot saved by Bobrovsky. Another great shot from the Oilers, and the Panthers are now in transition. Seth Jones clears that around the boards. It's the dump and chase method that Paul Maurice has developed. Evan Rodriguez, Sam Reinhart. He's looking for a pass. It's brought down to Mikkola. He's going to take a shot. It's going to be saved by Stuart Skinner. And Mikkola's going to clear that around the boards. Evan Rodriguez is onside. Clears it around the boards. Ekholm was first to it. Kachuk's on it now. Kachuk looking for a chance of pass. And that's going to go all the way down, but I think it's going to be on net. Yeah, Bobrovsky with a Hail Mary pass. Here we go. 3-on-2. Kachuk with a barely what you could even call a shot. And another chance. Skinner with a save.
Skinner's up to the task so far.
Kulikov with another shot. That's going to be blocked. And as they continue to put the onslaught on, the Panthers are not giving up. Shots are even still. 17-17 now are the shots. Nate Schmidt out there with Dmitry Kulikov. 4:38 remaining. It's a 3-2 game in favor of the Panthers. Oilers setting up in the zone. It's Darnell Nurse. One of the guys that really need to wake up for the Oilers is Darnell Nurse here. And here's a fun fact. And I think one of the Oilers players got taken down. They're not going to call this. And it's the Panthers in transition. A great stick from Nugent Hopkins to break up that 3-on-2 opportunity, but it's kept into the zone for Hakey. He's all alone. Shot goes wide. Stuart Skinner might have gotten a piece of that. Brad Marchand to Forsling. Shot 86 miles per hour off the stick. No, doesn't even hit the net. Anton Lundell, he goes for a shot, doesn't get anything. Gustav Forsling with the puck now. Another shot, saved by Skinner, and he will cover. Darnell Nurse was out there for 1 minute and 20 seconds on that shift. As we're going to go to a break. Panthers lead the Oilers 3-2. This is Snowman Sportsnet.
And game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner. No.
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Welcome back to Snowman Sportsnet coverage of the 2025 Stanley Cup Final between the Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers. Panthers looking to go back-to-back. Oilers looking to bring the cup back to Canada for the first time since 1993. In Game 1, the Panthers so far lead 3-2 with about 3:30 remaining. Brian, what do you have down there? Is that NHL 94?
Yep.
Excuse me? Oh my God. Now watch. Watch. Someone score. I'm going to get hit.
POV, this is Victor playing. This is Victor playing while Snowman's trying to sleep.
Actually, I'm currently.
That sound right there.
Shot on net. That's going to be Anton Lundell on that shot. Italo Serena, great shot. Great pass in. Oh, what a hit.
Wow.
Wow.
Ouch.
Italo Serena with a shot going back.
That's a D skater. That's not a D cleater. That's a D skater.
How does my wife put it? That hoits.
That hit said Tiger uppercut.
And then some.
Oh, you okay?
Tiger uppercut and a sonic boom on top of it.
That hit made it say round one.
That That hit right there was a
Tiger uppercut.
19 shots to 17 now in favor of the Panthers. The first time the Panthers have led in shots all night long as they now make it 20 shots with Stuart Skinner covering that puck. They have gone basically commercialist as much as they can. We're trying to do the same, but we're going to head to break here. This is Snowman Sportsnet coverage of the Stanley Cup Final.
Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Welcome back to Game 1 coverage of the Stanley Cup Final. My name is Shane Creighton. I'm joined by Brian Snow, the owner of Snowman in the Morning and Snowman Multimedia. And we're also joined by Victor Lack, the man that somehow juggles 2 shows at the same time, which is Girl Sports and Snowman in the Morning.
I appreciate it, Jens.
And
I
somehow,
appreciate it.
And somehow Victor has been made to laugh on both shows constantly.
All the time. If I'm not laughing, what am I doing it for?
Comparing
True.
Joel Embiid to DJ Moore. 2:18 remaining in this second period. The Panthers lead 3-2.
You would do that. You would do that.
Matthew Tkachuk with a shot. It's going to be blocked. Forsling keeps it in. It's going to be played behind the net by Sam Bennett. It's the second line for the Panthers. Bennett, Verhaeghe, Tkachuk. Bennett, the center. Shot! Save by Skinner. The shot was from Ekblad. And Joda Gadjevich is back on the bench, but it seemed like Wallman is limping off the ice here.
How many players is each team allowed? I'm just looking at my spot chart here.
About, say, due to reserves, I think it's about 27 players, but only 20 players dress.
Okay.
Unless it's like a clinching game, then every player is dressed.
Every player
is going to be on the bench.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because I'm looking at a sample spotter here, and it's got 20 spots on it.
Gotcha.
20 players on it.
Oh, actually, I'm not playing NHL 94. I'm playing NHL 19. Yeah.
Damn
and
it.
I'm playing as a member of the Chicago Wolves, not the Blackhawks this time.
I remember them. Tell me again that ID, droid.
Oh,
what?
Cooper, the last name.
Cooper DeJean?
No. Come on now. Stop it.
Cooper DeJean is not a safety.
Oh,
He's
God.
just a corner that'll lock down your number one.
Quiet.
Shot on goal by the Panthers, making it 23. And Jones comes around for another shot, which, by the way, fun fact about Seth Jones, his father played in the NBA, Popeye Jones.
I remember Popeye Jones.
And
I remember him very well. Murray State alumnus.
And here come the Oilers in transition. It's Evander Kane. Attempted pass for Draisaitl, and we got an arm up.
That's a penalty.
It's going to be on the Panthers here. Stuart Skinner's on the bench. Nico Mikula gets the touch. And the Oilers will go to a SeatGeek power play. SeatGeek. Use code Snowman for 10% off your first purchase.
SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Okay. How is okay?
Oh.
Okay, that's as if I went up to here and just went, oh, he hit me, oh. Pitiful. We'll be back.
Pitiful.
We'll be back.
Oh my God! I just saw one of the ads. they had.
Also, you need to add the bump back because that's been tripping me up.
What's
Having
that?
Just cut back the bump back where it's just like shows the logo and then we're back.
Yeah, that's a quick transition I can create.
You know, instead of going to commercial, we're just gonna talk because I am tired. I need at least one non-commercial break because I want the fans to see us. It's
okay.
like
so you got that non-commercial break. There you go.
So I'm playing
and that's another band. What's our band count tonight? Let's take a look.
7.
Couple that were missed. Band.
So yeah, I'm playing against Milwaukee.
The
Admirals?
The Milwaukee
Yeah.
Admirals?
Yes.
Nice.
So
And,
we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now I got that song in my head.
And we
Seven.
haven't
Thank you, Victor.
we haven't gotten past the first period yet.
8,
You want to know what the score is?
10, 11, 12 bans tonight because of bots. The Breakaway Podcast, one of our moderators, shout out. Man, you know what? How about this? Game 2, Breakaway, how would you like to be on Snowman Sportsnet for one of these alternative play-by-plays?
I'm hoping he comes up.
And you know what the score is right now?
22-0.
14-0.
I quit.
Hold on. I need to go to a different thing to do this one. Hold on.
That's for every Carolina Panthers game this year.
And the Panthers are going on the penalty kill. Edmonton's on the SeatGeek power play. Use code Snowman for 10% off your first purchase. And why was Victor Lock removed?
How was I removed?
Happy Gilmore too. Oh
Yes.
Lord.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be beautiful. A minute remaining. So if
Gilmore
the
too.
Oilers
Oh,
do not
Lord.
score, this power play will transition into the start of the third period.
I kind of wish that
Bouchard
was. I
to
kind
McDavid.
of wish.
Bouchard with a shot's gonna go wide. It hits Matthias Janmark on the way. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins actually on the way.
I kind of wish that movie came out while Bob Barker was still alive.
You read my mind.
Because I would love to see Bob Barker and Alexander go at it again.
Draisaitl shot save. Bobrovsky, actually, I think that went wide, but Bobby might have got a piece of it. They're saying he did. Another shot on net, tipped off the stick of Perry. McDavid to Draisaitl, saved by Bobrovsky again. He's reading
He's
these
coming
like
up
a book.
He's coming up huge.
Well, they got to get out of the
Draisaitl,
zone, give him some breathing
Bouchard,
room.
save! And it's cleared down the ice by Alexander Barkov. 5 seconds remain in the period. It's cleared down the ice. And that's going to do it for the second period. The Panthers lead 3-2. And the Oilers will have 47 seconds on the power play at the start of the third. Breakaway says, go Cats. I couldn't agree more.
Wow.
I was looking for Droid, that name you gave me to get the Panthers lineup.
Oh,
Oh,
for the Panthers.
Jameson.
Spell it for me, please.
You know the alcohol Jameson?
No.
Was it J. Jonah Jameson? I think
Jameson.
Yeah, it's J. Jonah Jameson.
Okay. That's the clarification I needed. That's the clarification I needed.
Now y'all know how Snowman and I operated when we were living together in Gary, Indiana. Saturdays, if we were not working, mind you, was spent in front of a computer eating Cheerios, not Honey Nut Cheerios, regular Cheerios with milk and a bunch of sugar, while watching Spider-Man from, what was it, 1970?
1967. That was us. Every Saturday, if we didn't work, we were in front of the computer, or we were watching Knight Rider.
Okay, I feel embarrassed to ask this. What's his name again? I keep calling him Breakaway Podcast. I feel rude saying that because I should have remembered his
JJ Neely is his name.
JJ, sir, would you like to be a part of Game 2's coverage on Friday? It'll be a Friday night, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. 6:30 Central pregame show where we break down game 1 and then hopefully we have just as an electric of a game 2 as we had here in game 1. I mean, listen to my voice. I'm losing it.
Well, here's the crazy thing.
Crazy.
The game started off with Edmonton getting a goal real quickly, and all of a sudden it's been all Panthers.
It's been all Panthers since the tying goal, which, by the way, I'll see what I can do. So we're not going to confirm it, but chances are JJ Neely will join us for Game 2's coverage on Friday night between the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers at Rogers Place in Edmonton.
It's going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy.
By the way, they're showing the new Superman movie coming July 11th, I think.
Oh,
and by the way, in that movie, you actually get to see one of the biggest parts of what Superman is. It's not just all fighting. You get to see Superman as Clark Kent, which is important for story building, and I love that as a fan of DC.
Should have kept it that way.
It should have been that way. And anybody who says, "Oh, Henry Cavill Superman will never be topped," you, and a whole lot of you.
There's only one Superman for me, and his name is Christopher Reeve.
God rest his soul.
We're gonna go.
That's the only Superman for me, and I got to depart because I got to finish some things before tomorrow. And there's a beautiful lady looking at me.
All right, handling your business.
We're gonna go to a break. When we come back, we'll break down the second period and what the Oilers need to come back in this game. This is Snowman Sportsnet, alternative play-by-play coverage of Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. Back after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner. No?
Excellent. Soccer. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. sports fans. Looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit SnowmanMultimediaSports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to SnowmanMultimediaSports.com/Fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Welcome back to the Snowman Sportsnet coverage of the Stanley Cup Final Game 1 between the Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers. The Panthers lead 3-2 after two. Edmonton currently on a power play, about 40 seconds remaining in that power play as they will start with it in the third. Victor, through the first two periods, what have you seen from the Panthers, and why do you think they're able to keep this lead as they are? Victor? I don't think Victor's here. From what I've seen in the third period, going into the Bet US Money period, the Panthers have just been playing that offense they've been playing all year long, trying their best to diminish any chances from the Oilers, trying their best to just keep playing their game, not let anything affect them. And that's what I'm seeing here as the Panthers lead here. They have the lead, of course, 3-2. Lord have mercy on the Oilers' soul. I don't really got much to say. I'm ready for the Bet US Money period. So we'll take a short break. We'll see if Victor gets back by then. We'll be back after this.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms. Thank you. Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast? No thanks, we're good. They're always in their own world. What'd you get there? Twice the work. Twice the surprises. Just try it. Good. But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Welcome back to Snowman Sportsnet coverage of the Stanley Cup Final. 13 bans tonight in the chat due to bots spamming those ridiculous links. June 14th on TNT, FIBA World Cup on DAZN, apparently. That is horrible. Horrible. Around the sports world, we got the Rockies taking down the Marlins. Wow, the Rockies winning a game. That's new. They take down the Marlins 3-2. The Brewers win against the Reds 9-1. Red Sox take down the Angels 11-9. Pirates take down the Astros 3-0. Nationals beat the Cubs 2-0. Guardians light out the Yankees 4-0. Blue Jays take down the Phillies 2-1. And right now at the top of the 8th, the Diamondbacks lead the Braves 1-0. At the top of the 9th, the Rangers are down from the Rays. They are currently up. Berger grounded short, 1 out. Count is currently 1-2. The Tigers lead the White Sox at the bottom of the 3rd after the Tigers took an embarrassing 8-1 loss to the Sox. The Orioles and Mariners are scoreless at the top of the 3rd. The Padres are up 2-0 off of a Sheets 2-run triple to right. At the bottom of the 2nd, the Twins are up 1-0 over the A's at the bottom of the 1st, and the game just started over in Los Angeles. At the top of the 1st, the Mets and the Dodgers are tied at 0-0. I'm trying, my man, focus on the game and talking to us viewers. I got the spam bots. Thank you so much, JJ Neely, and let's get that camera back in focus as we get prepared for that U.S. money period. We'll be back as soon as possible.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner. No?
Excellent. Soccer. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Welcome back to Snowman Multimedia and Snowman Sportsnet coverage of Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final as we get ready to drop the puck for the Bet US money period. Yes, that's right, the Bet US money period, but it's unfortunately been rebanded to the Wanna Parlay money period. Wanna Parlay, the world's richest parlay. 47 seconds remain on the power play for the Oilers as we also await the return of the Victor Lock as well. I don't know if he took a call or something, but we're waiting very patiently to get this period underway. I'm going to crack a cold one open, boys. Let's get this show on the road. Welcome to Snowman Multimedia. It looks like because if the penalty kill, Forsling is on the winger spot for the opening puck drop. The Edmonton Oilers are going to win the opening drop of the third period. The Wanna Parlay money period, the world's richest parlay. 3-2 is the score in favor of the Florida Panthers. Pass it around. Bouchard at the point. It's going to be Leon Draisaitl trying to bait a Panther away. And then Bouchard with Nugent Hopkins down low. Leon Draisaitl, he loses possession of the puck. Bouchard with the shot. Bobrovsky's scrambling. And that's going to be cleared all the way down. And that's going to do it. The Panthers are going to full strength. Forsling clears that all the way down. It's not going to be icing. Evan Rodriguez is fresh out of the box. He could have played that, but Stu Skin played that. And by the way, beginning June 28th on TNT, June 28th is going to be the start of TNT's coverage of NASCAR. Yes, you heard that right. NASCAR on TNT is going to be a new thing. As the puck is cleared around the boards, Rodriguez is going to be first to it. Barkov tries to get that to Rodriguez. Doesn't even really do much there. And it's taken away by Erod. He clears it around the boards again. The Panthers will get a change here. 18:27 remaining in this game one. And remember, game ones don't really decide much, but they definitely set the tempo for the series. It's if you lose both at home. You can't be losing both at home. The thing is, that's not really a matter for the Oilers since the Panthers suck at home. Home ice advantage doesn't really mean much to the Florida Panthers. Kulikov's going to play this behind Bobrovsky. Nate Schmidt's going to get this. Two players collide at center ice. It's an Oiler and a Panther. As Stuart Skinner's just going to glove this, and he's going to cover. And Sam Reinhart's been putting in the effort in tonight. I would love. What is this? Okay. This faceoff is won by the Oilers. It's cleared down as well. Panthers will regain possession. Anton Lundell, he moves into the zone. He still has possession. The shot's blocked. In front, taken down is Lundell. He's trying to keep that in possession of the Panthers. Oilers fight for it. Forsling's going to be on Connor Brown. Aaron Ekblad feeds it around the boards. It's taken away by the Oilers again. 17 minutes remaining. It's going to be cleared up. Brad Marchand, E2 loves to read it on the backhand save by Skinner. As the Oilers will grab it, Matthias Ekholm, he's going to feed that back to Bouchard as the Oilers look to reset. Leon Draisaitl moves in. Corey Perry's on that line with them. And here we go. Reinhart gets it cleared out. Let Edmonton lose them all. In a phone call. All right, Victor. You're good. 16:30. Shot high and wide from the Oilers. Corey Perry catches that out of the air. McDavid gets that, tries to feed it to Draisaitl, doesn't go. And here come the Panthers in transition. Evan Rodriguez clears it. They go for a line change. Rodriguez is the last to get on. Last to get on the bench is going to be Evan Rodriguez. It looks like it's going to be that fourth line of Jesper Boquist, Jonah Gadjevich, and Tomas Nosik as they come in transition 2-on-2. We do not want that on our screen. Nate Schmidt clears it around. Jonah Gadjevich. Boquist tries to get a play on it. Nosik tries to get a play, and then just cleared. Forsling with a little play on that. Goes back to Darnell Nurse. Good reverse hit by Matty Tkachuk. Here we go. You're all good. You're all good, JJ. Puck is deflected. Verhaeghe, he gets possession. Snapshot high away. It goes into the net, and we'll get a whistle. Shots down in favor of the Panthers. 25-22 are the shots. 3-2 is the score in favor of the Florida Panthers. The Oilers in desperate need of a goal. Verhaeghe had a good toe drag. Release just a bit too high. 18 games, 6 goals, and 10 assists for 16 points this playoffs. He is the leading goal scorer for the Panthers in the playoffs, all-time leading playoff goal scorer. Carter Verhaeghe for the Florida Panthers. Fun fact about Carter Verhaeghe's goal scoring, 40% of his goals have been game winners. Antoine Lundell. He's going to send that around the board. Stuart Skinner to play it. Brad Marchand reads this. And it's taken away by E2 Losterinen. Looking for Brad Marchand. It's taken away. Aaron Ekblad. He fell to the ice, lost an edge. Lundell now in transition. He clears that to the corner looking for Reinhart. It skips past Reinhardt's stick. Brown's going to be the one to play that. Jones, and I think there's a slick spot on the ice. This is the second player to fall around that area. Nico Mikkola falls. Evan Rodriguez. And a shot by Wallman is stopped by Bobrovsky. And that's going to be cleared out. 13:48 remaining. Nate Schmidt. He clears that down. Matthew Tkachuk. He tries to get some more clearing. And here come the Oilers. Kapanen to McDavid. Fed in front. And a shot. Scores! Matthias Ekholm ties the game. It's 3-3. It's the first goal of this playoffs for Matthias Ekholm. And we got a tie game here at Edmonton. Panthers lead on face-off percentages. However, they no longer lead on the scoreboard. It's now a tie game, 3-3. And the Panthers will look to respond to that. $13:27 remaining in the third period. Matthias Ekholm ties it, assisted by Connor McDavid and Kasperi Kapanen. This puck's going to go all the way. Kasperi Kapanen's going to be the first to it. Secondary assist on the tying goal. And this building is loud again. It's not like they ever gave up on their team, but here comes Boquist in transition. Boquist. Gadjevich. Noshik's going to be the first to this. He gets it cleared around the boards. Oilers player goes down. Nate Schmidt. He looks to get that. Serenen gets the clear. Almost a bad giveaway there by E2 Serenen. And by the way, folks, if you're enjoying the play-by-play here by me and Victor, drop a little sub. And we got a tie game here in Edmonton. And we're going to go to a break. 3-3 is the score.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner. No.
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Welcome back to Game 1 coverage of the Stanley Cup Final between the Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers. We have a tie game now of a goal from Matthias Ekholm. And we look to possibly have an overtime tonight. Hopefully not. I don't want to go to overtime. I don't like it. Here comes McDavid. Good poke from Nico Mikkola to diminish that chance. Bouchard gets that to Draisaitl, fed back to McDavid. And Marchand looks to clear that. It's played by Serenen, and a good little Little tip tap. Anton Lundell, let's give it away. Seth Jones and Gustav Forsling. And a shot from Bouchard is going to be saved by Bobrovsky at 10:58.
Sorry about that.
You're all good.
All right.
We're back. We're at a little stoppage. Shot from Bouchard saved by Bobrovsky, but it is a tie game, 3-3.
Wow. We were saying that this series is going to be a series for the ages because of just how much both these teams want it. Like I said, Florida wants to stay at the top. Edmonton wants to get to the top. And really, just who wants it more?
McDavid
Who wants it more?
Brady with a shot goes wide. And that's going to go all the way down the ice. That's definitely going to be an icing on the Oilers. As the Oilers win the face-off here, Wallman's going to be the first on that. Player falls on the puck here. Looks like to be Evander Kane. Verhaeghe being held. Aaron Ekblad gets that puck out. He clears that to the corner in the Edmonton zone. Wallman's going to be the first shooter for Edmonton. He clears it down. Kachuk looks to make the play. Verhaeghe, he's on that puck. Carter Verhaeghe, he looks to find the Panther on the right side. He can't. And Bennett keeps fighting for this puck. They keep fighting. And Forsling keeps it in. And Verhaeghe's taken down. No call. He's being held down. Oilers come away with it. As the Forsling will shoot that down, that's going to be icing. Not the greatest of plays from Gustav Forsling. Lloyd, we are to that point of the night where I'm hitting like a wall.
Is what we call the marathon spot.
It's also the Bet US money period.
Yes, it is.
But we're calling it the one a parlay money period for hockey. It's Bet US money period for football, one a parlay money period for hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a nice little feature. If you see down there, now we got the comments down there. But every time the spots come in, I have to turn it off and turn it back on. And it's kept in by Draisaitl. McDavid, he has a free shot on goal. It's a save by Bobrovsky. What a save by Sergei Bobrovsky. Puck goes around. Corey Perry gets this to McDavid again. McDavid, he's going to shoot it again, and it's saved by Bobrovsky.
Bobrovsky is getting a workout and a half.
And we're going to go to a break. This is Game 1 on Snowman Sportsnet. Back after this.
Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
There are so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Welcome back to the Snowman Sportsnet Broadcast Center as a shot from Kulak comes flying down on Bobrovsky, and it's saved. And the thing is, the Panthers need a goal here, and so do the Oilers. Both teams needing a goal to take game one. One team's goal more important than the other, because you need the Oilers to win at home, but you also need the Panthers to, if the Panthers can steal one in Edmonton, that could be huge.
They need to get Bobrovsky some breathing room.
And that's what they're trying here is Brad Marchand. He's slashed. He's hauled. He gets a shot. That hits the mask of Skinner. Here we go. Lundell feeds that back to Kulikov. A shot blocked by his own teammate. Schmidt keeps it in. What a keep. Brad Marchand. He shoots. That's missed wide. Lundell with a shot. That hits the side of the net. As that's cleared out by the Oilers. Kulikov clears that. That's going to be played by Skinner. 7 minutes remaining in the Wanna Parlay money period. The world's richest parlay. Picked up by Sam Bennett. Give it to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe. He cuts back. He goes for the shot. And it's weak. Forsling thought the puck was behind him, but in fact, it was in front of him. And the Oilers keep it in. Tkachuk gets possession of this puck. Bennett's going to clear that so they can go for a change. Just under 7 to go now. And the puck's going to be frozen by Bobrovsky. Oh, Lundell was so close from roofing that.
That was close.
So I think that over-under 6 hit. Because in order for this game to end, a 7th goal must be scored.
Yep.
So if you just won some money using code Snowman, congratulations. Using on betus.com, where the game begins. And Rodriguez battling for the puck along the boards. It's won out by Draisaitl. Bouchard at the point. Shot wide. Actually, no, it's going to be saved by Bobrovsky. That's my bad. Oilers get that back into the Panthers zone, but it's played by the Panthers. Bouchard takes it back away. Panthers with some careless giveaways. Third period shots on goal. 7 for the Oilers, 2 for the Panthers. And that's going to be a shot from Draisaitl, saved by Bobrovsky. and held. I wonder how Shanner feels about TNT taking the coverage of NASCAR.
That's a good question. That's a damn good question. How does the dog feel about that?
Fox has had it for so long, and now all of a sudden TNT has it.
Right.
It's also going to be on Max as well. Lundell will win the face-off. He gets that cleared out. Brad Marchand, it goes off of his skate. Nugent Hopkins lose the puck there. It's cleared out. Ekblad. He tries to get that play to Marchand. It's taken away by the Oilers, though. Goes back and forth a bit here. Bobrovsky. And Klingberg takes a shot, save, and Kane with the backhand save by Bobrovsky. And another shot, save by Bobrovsky. Ekblad takes down his old goaltender.
What a workout. He's keeping him out, though.
Just over 5 minutes remaining in this amazing game one. It's a tie game. 3-3. We'll be back after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! No?
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Welcome back to Snowman Sportsnet coverage of Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. My name is Droid. I'm joined here by Victor Locke. And we got a tie game here, 3-3. The Panthers held the lead 3-2 for Matthias Ekholm. Shut that down about 7 minutes into the third period. A shot blocked by accident on Verhaeghe. 17 second period shots from the Panthers, but only 3 so far this period. Verhaeghe's held. He's taken down. No arm up from the officials. Kapanen tried to feed it to Nugent Hopkins. Doesn't go. Verhaeghe Seems like the refs are just letting him play at this point. Here comes Nurse. The shot blocked by Seth Jones. Nico Mikkola. It's taken away. Barkov. Shot blocked. Another shot saved by Skinner.
Which right now they're wondering, like, what does it take to get one past? We did one before. We did it before. Can we do it again? Can we do it one more time?
And that's definitely going to be the question as we get closer and closer. This is the Final Five presented by Fanatics, where fans can be fans. And Bobrovsky's going to get the stop here. "17 games, 6 goals, 11 assists for Alexander Barkov." So about a point a game for Alexander Barkov. I think he's still searching for a point tonight. Yes, he is. He is -1 on the ice. And by the way, in his stint with the Florida Panthers, Gustav Forsling has the highest plus-minus since joining the Florida Panthers. He had a +53 last year. So that means 53 goals were scored for his team while he was on the ice. And also that while he was on the ice, not many goals really got past that defense. As this puck is fought, Aaron Ekblad settles it. Gustav Forsling clears it around the boards. It's going to be played by Skinner. It's going to be that fourth line coming out for the Panthers. The grit and grind line. Get your first line feeling better line. It's cleared into the zone by the Oilers. Shot in front. Saved by Bobrovsky. A chance for the Oilers to take the lead there. No dice. Gustav Forsling. Pingle on the boards. About 2.5 remaining in regulation. That was Pot Colson with a shot. No icing. Kachuk. And here comes Kulikov with the puck. It's still in the zone, though. And Nate Schmidt looks to play this. Bennett, and he clears that. Oilers will be forced to reset. Corey Perry. It's first played by Mikkola. Panthers have possession in transition. Kachuk clears it around Skinner to first to play it. He feeds it around. It's out of the zone, but it's played by the Panthers defense. And the Panthers get possession of the puck. Evan Rodriguez along the boards. Mikkola, the first two for Hagee to play defense in place of Mikkola. And a shot is blocked by his own teammate, Alexander Barkov, as the Oilers come in transition. Seth Jones with a great defensive play. And Evan Rodriguez is taken down. Somehow there's still no call. They are really letting these guys play right now.
They really are. They completely stopped even using the whistles at this point, except for icings.
They basically have put the whistle away for this period. Play by Bobrovsky. That's going to be cleared all the way down. That's going to be an icing on the Panthers with 49.7 remaining in the bet. In the want to parlay money period.
Which means we're probably going to an extra period already. All right, we were talking about the possibility of having some overtime games, and it looks like game 1 will be the first one.
I don't like it at all. The fans are loud here in Edmonton. And Marchand has no stick. With 40 seconds remaining. Pass blocked. McDavid gets that to Brown. 30 seconds, McDavid looking for a pass. Bouchard, shot goes wide. And Marchand's going to clear that out. That's going to be another icing. But that's down to 18.4. Marchand's saying it went out of play. Oh, it did go out of play. So this shouldn't be icing. This should actually be a neutral zone faceoff.
He's out of the zone.
And I think they're saying that they're going to let the Panthers change. And that puck did go out of play. So it will be an offensive zone draw for the Oilers. But the Panthers got fresh guys on the ice. Will that make a difference? With 18.4 seconds remaining in Game 1, third period of Game 1. And it looks like they're trying to see what time the puck went out of play so they can get the clock right.
Okay.
Every second counts here. They had 7 seconds back on. 25.3. McDavid and Draisaitl having a chat. Draisaitl will take the face-off. Barkov, one of the best face-off men in the league. And Barkov wins another face-off. Here we go. That puck's going to be in the benches. Stoppage of play with 14.5 remaining. Oh, Lord, I'm going to be so tired at work tomorrow.
Yes, you are.
They adjust the clock to 15.3. Barkov with another face-off win. Seems like they're just going to let the clock run dry. 8 seconds. 5. And another good poke from Seth Jones. The Panthers are killing time to go to overtime. And we are going to overtime. And Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. Score is 3-3. Shots in favor of the Oilers, 36-26. And we will be back after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! No?
Excellent. Soccer. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit SnowmanMultimediaSports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to SnowmanMultimediaSports.com/Fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Back here on the Snowman Grilled Sports Machine with Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers are now knotted up with a brand new game at 3 apiece. They go to the extra period. Droid, what happened?
Well, bad giveaways. It's kind of all I could really explain it as. My voice is gone. We still got about 11 minutes till the start of overtime. It's just bad giveaways, you know. We're still winning faceoffs. We're still trying to get shots on, but it's just the body of the Oilers has been in our way. And we just got to lock in and get back to it. That's all I can really explain it as, Victor.
This is a crazy game. Again, we all said this was going to be an insane series. It was going to be lots of ups and downs. It was definitely going to be going a distance. I just did not expect it to go this crazy this soon. All right, not to do this crazy this soon.
By the way, fun fact, no game in last year's Stanley Cup Final went to overtime. This is the first Stanley Cup Final overtime in 2 years.
Well, that changes
the last Stanley Cup Final overtime that happened, the Florida Panthers won in an overtime over the Vegas Golden Knights to give the fans in Florida hope. And that hope was stripped away in Game 4.
Question is, can they do it again?
Can
they pull off that magic yet again?
You're not Snowman. Snowman imposter. Snowman is going to sleep. He's hitting the hay. While
he's hitting the hay.
Me and Victor Log, members of Snowman in the Morning, are taking over. It's the Grilled Sports takeover of Snowman Sportsnet. And, you know, we're just going to get this rolling and get it hopefully get started for the next period, next 20 minutes of 5-on-5 hockey.
And folks, just remember, tomorrow we started Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals tonight. Tomorrow night will be Game 1 of the NBA Finals, featuring the OKC Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. That's going to be a barn burner, man. I think this is going to be the year of really historically good finals for both Stanley Cup and the NBA playoffs.
I hear Snowman. Snowman's not in here, brother. I'm sorry. Snowman is he's asleep probably.
He has a Dr. K tended to him, so
he's got Dr. K clinging on to him for dear life.
So Snowman is off for the evening. He'll be back tomorrow, bright and early, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, for Snowman in the Morning, featuring this crazy individual, aka the Droid, and of course the big dog, Shane Lake.
Unfortunately not. I have work in the morning.
Dang.
I can't. I just can't.
I know.
My contract with Culver's doesn't allow me to skip work for the show. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're going to go to a break. After this, we should be back in time for the start of overtime.
Here we
go.
go.
This is Snowman Sportsnet for Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. Back after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner. No.
Excellent. Soccer. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit SnowmanMultimediaSports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to SnowmanMultimediaSports.com/Fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Welcome back to Stanley Cup Final coverage of the Panthers and the Oilers. I'm the droid, Shane Creighton, joined by Victor.
What's up? What's up? If y'all thought this was going to be an easy night, think again. Edmonton Oilers said, "Nope, we ain't done yet. We got one more period in us."
All the people thought this was going to be over in 3, and they started leaving the beat track. game outside and you don't have any traffic. Get down that steam. Anyways, puck drop with the start of overtime.
Here we go.
And the Oilers give it away. The Panthers with a chance here. A shot goes wide. Here from the Florida Panthers. Markov gets in the front. Sam Reinhart with a chance. And Stuart Skinner covers. It's an even 50-50 money line right now.
Even 50-50.
Yeah, minus 110 in favor of the Panthers, minus 120 in favor of the Oilers. I have an idea.
Hmm?
If the Panthers win, I'm going to do a classic, the Seattle Kraken's announcers. What's this? Seattle Kraken's call for the game winners in overtime. And a shot from Seth Jones is saved. And another shot. Good chance in front from Lundell. Lundell couldn't get the rebound. And Jones shot blocked this time. Ekblad. Let's arena. Lundell behind the net now. And now the Oilers in transition with McDavid. Draisaitl. Worsling on this puck. It's taken away by Connor Brown. Wrapped around the boards. Ekblad. Shots are 36-30 in favor of Edmonton. Start of overtime. Still have 18.5 minutes. Goal 18.5. 40% of his playoff goals have been scored in as game winners. And a shot and a chance in front. No dice.
No dice.
Arrows? Is that how it's pronounced? Shot at the dark sniper that has no night. Pulls it with the shot that goes wide. For the Oilers. Volquist comes in. Bullshit. Offside. Oilers can't play the puck. Shots blocked. Shot up. Heads up. Out of play.
Heads up.
Good chance already. Step away from the other team. 5 overtime goals for Carter Brady. Goals by Atkins. 5 goals by Atkins. 4 appearances and Patrick. He has 1 overtime.
Edmonton is cutting the rink off. They're cutting the rink in half here. Uh-oh, more pushing and shoving. No love lost between these teams at all.
Harry is in the Stanley Cup Final.
Oh, that. Yes, sir. Massive hits going on right now.
Breakaway shot wide. Off the post. Great chance. That's going to go all the way down. It's going to be an excellent chance. That was the best chance so far. Barry Kaplan almost the overtime hero. Game one. Close. God. Fuck. Yeah, Draisaitl has 16 losses in the face-off. Face-off. That's 17 face-off losses at Marchand. Oilers do it themselves. They cleared. Panthers finally get that chance. They've been from the red line. Clearly cleared it. They go all the way down. Shot blocked. Now, Janmark with a shot. What a save, Bobrovsky. The Oilers are buzzing.
So close. They have not been able to clear this out of the zone yet. This is one insane fight that neither one wants to get rid of. Neither wants to give in. Neither one wants to give in. Yeah, the mic's cutting in now. Your mic's cutting that out again. Yeah, it's still doing it. I'm sorry.
Hello?
Yes, there we go. I can hear you now.
Lord have mercy. We're 10 minutes into overtime.
No one has scored.
Well, no shit, because we want to be 10 minutes into overtime.
This is the I guess the better version of the Denver versus Indianapolis game in 2022. I mean, it's still a rather high scoring, exciting game since it's taking long now.
Panthers need something. A shot. Something to get their boys buzzing. Maybe even a game winner to get them buzzing,
You would think.
Right now, the momentum belongs to Edmonton.
Yep. Because Edmonton kept it in their zone for a while.
This is going to go all the way down. Bobrovsky to play it. And Rodriguez. He plays it. Nurse plays it. It goes all the way down. Ekblad picks it up. And they're going to clear it all the way down. That's going to be another icing. I'm really trying so hard to not be bummed out right now because I'm trying to get back to my lady. We were supposed to be watching anime right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'll call the game.
And then duty called.
And I'll be back. And then, I'm in overtime now, and I'm mad.
And then duty called saying, hey, you got work to do, sir.
Panthers are not playing like they want it. Bobrovsky gets the cover. After the shot, Kulak. Three hours of hockey so far.
3 hours.
Shot rings around. Shot clears that around. And it kicks that. Finally, a puck. A face-off. It's going to be in the zone of Edmonton.
As long as they got breath in their lungs, they will play hockey. And we are sitting here with them.
As Chance the Rapper once said, let's do that hockey. And Panthers steal the face-off from Draisaitl. They attempt to keep it in. That goes all the way down, no icing, because it was done by a Panthers player. The Oilers have had 21 shots on net. You want to know how many the Panthers have had? 5.
5.
Yes, 5 shots in this overtime.
Yikes.
And then shot failed. Wait. No penalties against the Oilers since that power play. Fourth line out there for the Panthers. Gadrich gets the puck off the face-off, but gives it away to Draisaitl. Nosek clears it in. Taken away again. Tomas Nosek with a backhand shot saved by Skinner. I'm happy that that goal. Actually, no, Greer didn't play the not Greer. Nosek didn't play the puck until Greer was onside. So 7-0 remaining in overtime. Draisaitl trying to hide the face-off circle. Draisaitl gets the face-off. Goes to town. Big hit by Forsley. Edmonton crowd calling for a penalty. But their eyes are looking at. This is a hard hit in the back, but if you're already letting the boys play, then you're going to let the boys play. So Panthers take the puck away. As Barkov's taken down by a good hit. Jones to Ekblad. Shot's going to go wide. Skinner's going to choose to cover that. It's almost midnight. Think about it. Over there, west, they're in Mountain Time. So it's 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
But for those on the East Coast, it's almost midnight. I think if this goes to double overtime with the broadcast, I can't do two. I just can't. Face off won by the Oilers. All meant to play. Last time the Oilers had a lead was in the first period. They scored a goal to make it 1-0. I have the lead 6. it's going to go all the way down. That's going to be icy against the Oilers. Face off, they get it cleared out all the way down for another ice. Chance for the team to take an early 1-0 lead in the series. Cleared out of the zone by the Oilers. Closing in on the final 5 of overtime. And it was shot that wide left. Cleared it out. Good shot. Shot waiting. Cleared. Both that glass to it. Ballman. Stepping out for almost 2 minutes. Very captain. They get the puck back. The Panthers keep it in. And that puck is going to go all the way. Panthers not get the ice that they want. That's going to be offside. As you can see, I'm out of it. I'm not. I probably have more energy if Brian was still here.
Right.
Because he knows how to keep the energy up.
Yeah. Ryan's having a live wire here.
I'm out of caffeine. I'm out of play-by-play juices.
Well, to be honest, you probably weren't expecting to go 4 periods.
No, let alone seems to be almost 5. I was held a little bit longer than normal. Dell with a shot on goal. Skinner. Panthers finally getting some shots on goal now. You know, Brian said double overtime.
Double overtime. Oh boy.
We're just about 2 minutes and 56 seconds away from double overtime. I shot. It goes wide. That call. That goes all the way down. That's going to be ice. I care who, but I'm getting to a point where it's like not care. It's just lay down, calm out. Backhand shot almost chance. That puck, that's straight up over the glass. It lit in the Panthers. Got penalties. For 2 whole periods of time. And then some. Strong Oilers power plays on the way. Let go. Good. Sick. I might be fighting. Bouchard. Draisaitl. Shot. Up play. What's this game called? Sometimes call it a weird. I'm gonna go watch this game for that. It happened. That
We are still going, folks.
let's just go home. Let's go home. Just based off of that. I heard that reaction.